Hello, everybody, and welcome to Misscliks D&D Devotion. How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing quite well today. Yes, indeed. What have you all been up to in the last week or so?
TwitchCon.
Breathe, Anna, breathe. Your life
almost
will come
there.
back to you eventually.
What we basically talk about here is like either we're planning TwitchCon or we're talking about how we have to believe that someday TwitchCon will happen and then it will be over. That's what we have to believe that.
So
But
are you
then
saying
as soon as it's done, aren't you like planning for the next one anyways?
Yeah. But I get like a couple months maybe to think about other things.
how exciting? How many people are you expecting for this year's TwitchCon?
A bajillion.
Is that metric or imperial?
Around bajillion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know.
That's a lot.
I don't do the math part, Neil. Don't stress me out. I don't know. I don't care.
Okay.
I just make the stuff that people want to watch, and I hope people come watch it. If it's just literally me on a stage and talking to an empty theater, it will still be good as far as I'm concerned.
All right. Jen, how's it going today?
Going well. I have nothing special to declare. I've been working regular hours like a person that has like a regular job with no specific ongoing crazy rush. I mean, some people on my project are having a big rush, but with my role, it's not necessarily my crazy time right now. So
Okay. What about you, V?
pretty normal.
I hiked a lot the last couple days. Friends in town, so showing them around the area.
Cool.
So it's always cool to have people visit because then I do even more hiking than normal or more like sightseeing than normal because I want them to see all the cool things. So it was interesting actually to hike. I did Beacon Rock and Cape Horn Trail, and it was interesting to see the other side because of how much had burned. So like there's a lot of like, brown areas, but there's still a lot of beautiful areas too. So it's nice to see that mixed in. So it's not like
Not all of it's gone.
no,
Okay,
it's not
good.
all gone. You'll see a lot still. It's still really pretty. Even the brown, like even the areas that are brown, it's still like kind of pretty. Almost looks like a fall autumn color to it. So
That makes me feel better.
yeah, I was hiking it today, and it's not like it's noticeable. Like there's those splotches in different areas, but there's still so much green. So it's like, and it's not like desolate. Like there's still a lot of trees in those areas. They're just like brown. So
That's
yeah,
better.
it was nice to see that because I was like, I hadn't been down that area in a while, so it was nice to go out there and see all that. And yeah, I just been streaming and getting ready for TwitchCon. And
Yeah, what are you doing at TwitchCon?
I'm doing 2 panels on day 1. I'm doing a fitness panel, and then I'm doing the oh my gosh, sorry, my head's blank right now. The communities and gaming panel.
Nice.
So I'm excited for that. And then that's about it. I'm gonna do some community stuff, and then my best friend, like I'm from that area, so my best friend lives there, so I get to see her. So I'm excited. for
Nice.
Very exciting. What about you, Ransom? Last but not least.
Things are going. Been busy as always. In 2 weeks, I'll probably be my busiest, but at the same time, since I don't have to do other stuff, it won't feel that busy. I get to travel like 4 times in a week.
What's
Wow.
happening
Of
that's
course, it's
making
one
you
of
so
them.
busy?
Going to travel to a team meeting. Going to travel to Wizards in Seattle for some magic. Gonna travel over to TwitchCon, and then finally back.
Wow.
Oh, so you are going to TwitchCon now?
Yes! Woohoo!
Oh, yay!
How exciting. Well, let's recap what happened last week then. You guys were at the, what do we call this place? The Oasis for a little while. And
I'd like to forget last week, please.
seemed to have a little bit of a problem right? I feel like.
I mean, like a problem, Neil? Like,
You mean like a life of problems?
Do you mean that we fixed a problem?
I don't think I've seen a soap opera episode with as many problems as we had last week.
Well,
Let's see if I can recap.
Let's
Okay.
list the problems here.
Okay, so look, we're traveling through the desert, right? And we stopped at this village, and Kellen was just partying, but like I guess he accidentally married this girl. Felt really weird about that, and he could talk to this girl, but nobody else could, and she just kind of tagged along for a while. He didn't want his girlfriend, Olivia, to find out, but eventually he just like couldn't keep it to himself any longer, so he told his sister, Kes. And Kes like really, loves Kellen and wants to help. So she was like trying to help him talk to the girl about how like, look, they're not actually married, and like try to help her find a life outside of just following Kellen around, because he obviously didn't mean to marry her. And so the way that she thought she might be able to help with that is by using magic to transform herself to look like Kellen, and then making out with his wife, which everybody ended up seeing, and it was very confusing for everybody. And then the wife found out, Lashina found out that it wasn't Kellen and that it was Kes, and she was obviously disturbed by this and took off into the desert. Meanwhile, lots of people had lots of little interludes with each other. Like Olivia did some graffiti with Guy, I think, to like relieve some tension, and she also was flirting with this jerk Bobby, and that made Kellen upset, so he went off with Guy and kind of had a little bit of a moment too. But all in all, they woke up and realized that Lashina never came back, and they kind of were looking for her and they can't find her, so Kellen might have accidentally like broken up with her so hard that she's completely lost to the world. But she does know the desert pretty well, so maybe she's fine.
Anything else that needs to be mentioned about last week?
We heard about a Hydra, which
yeah.
had some, which the previous adventuring party, we talked to one of the last remnants of Bard, and apparently he dropped some stuff there, so Ransom wants to go there, but I'm not sure about the other three.
Ransom has a death wish and wants to go, and I'm trying to talk him out of it, but
Look,
seem to be working.
Kellen just wants to write some music and play some shows, okay? Like, he's a bard. It's ridiculous that we're out here having all this drama. Kellen is not into drama, okay? He just wants to live a drama-free life.
Well, maybe he should have gotten married.
All right. So, as we kick off our episode, you're all waking up the next morning, you're realizing Lashina's not around, and Kellen...
we all leveled up to 7. Yay!
That's right, you all leveled up to level 7. That's also important.
Yes!
Yes.
Spells. We love spells.
Yes.
Continue my spells.
Kellen, you've sort of already answered this question, but I'm going to ask it to you more directly here. You're the only person you're the person who best understands Lashina because you've best spoken to her. Are you concerned about her ability to survive out in the desert now that she's run off?
I mean, I think she can take care of herself, but like breaking up with me is really like hard on a person. I've seen that over the years. So
That is true.
So like the desert's not going to kill her, but the heartbreak might?
Yeah, like I just am worried she might not take care of herself, the way that she should. So
the desert's filled with snakes and giant scorpions and hydras, but like the heartbreak of breaking up with Kellen's the real danger here. Okay.
Look, it's not my fault that people just fall so hard for me. I'm just like I have a real deep connection with people, so
Sure.
It's hard not to take responsibility for that, like not to take it on yourself, because it's like it's not your fault that someone loves you that much that it might cause trouble for them, but like it's hard not to like feel the weight of that, like feel that burden.
It's a heavy burden to bear, having
Yeah.
broken someone's heart.
Mm-hmm.
If only you could have captured her tears for a future use.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Olivia.
Broken mini hearts in the past.
Kess knows about Kellen's marriage to this girl, but you don't yet.
No.
Whoops.
Do
We
you
had a
have
little
any?
groupie going on.
Do you have any feelings about Lashina's departure?
Well, I was pretty annoyed by her, but at the same time, I don't think, like, I don't know how much I cared, to be honest. Like, she's like a little groupie. I'm pretty sure at this point Olivia feels confident enough that she's better than that. So as she wakes up, she's thinking of just giving it a little shot and doing locate object for her love rune ring thing she was wearing.
Okay. Do you know the distance of locate object? How far it'll work out to?
Um, 60 yards plus 10 per level.
So that's 60 and 70 yards is 140 yards, or 140
Yeah.
meters. If that's better
And it
for you.
lasts for 8 hours.
Ooh, that's pretty useful.
Yeah.
Okay. Ransom,
Shoot.
last but not least, you don't really know Lashina. You've had very few interactions with her. How are you feeling about
Right.
her departure?
I'm pretty sure she's dead. It's too bad Olivia didn't have that, 8-hour spell on while we were looking for her.
Yep. And Cass, we all know that you're responsible for this woman's death. Do you feel bad about it?
I am not responsible for her death. Nobody else looked for her. I was trying to help out. I
Cool.
do, of course, feel slightly responsible that she's lost, but it's not my fault.
Well then, we're back in game. You guys are back at the Oasis. You've woken up the next day, and the party seems kind of split. Ransom wants to go hunt down this Hydra. Kellen just wants to play some music. Kess and Olivia, where do you stand on all this?
I agree, Callan. It would be nice just to play a show and get away from things for a while. Ransom, I don't know that it's a good idea that we go look for that Hydra. I mean,
Don't
that
you
stuff.
all feel so rejuvenated after that sleep? I feel so much stronger for some reason.
Well, it was indeed good sleep.
But come to think of it, I do feel like somehow stronger, almost as though like my overall strength has increased and I feel like a little bit healthier.
I
Probably all
do
this
as well.
experience from walking through this desert.
Yeah.
So, this is the easiest job in the world. We walk to a place, we pick up some stuff, we get out of there.
What if that Hydra hears us?
Well, that's
what's
what
that?
Olivia's for.
What do you mean? Are you gonna?
We fade into the ethereal world where the Hydra can't even touch us, and then we walk away.
I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this. You know my dream. You know what I saw. It's a 6-headed Hydra. Or sorry, 8-headed Hydra. Those 8 heads in my dream, or 8 children in my dream.
You know what we should do? We should find people that actually want to take out the Hydra.
Well, I mean, we're not going to get near the Hydra exactly. But I mean, if it was so easy to get their stuff back, why wouldn't he have gone to get their stuff
He's
already?
alone. I
Look.
wouldn't go in alone.
If you want to recruit your new boyfriend over there, you just have to say so.
You know what I've been doing all morning? I've been trying to locate this silly love rune necklace ring thing of her. It's not there. Spoiler alert. But I did give it a shot because I wanted to make your morning better. So thanks for that.
Oh.
You're right, babe. I'm sorry. I'm just like really stressed out and I shouldn't take it out on you. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, you know what? I feel that, to be fair, this other guy had a point. Like, when's the last time we did something heroic that is, like, worthy of being put in a song?
I don't know that we can take out a Hydra, though. That's really big. It's 8-headed. And in my dream, everybody died. Do you really
Are we on
want
the
to
same
risk
page
that?
here? We're not going to kill a Hydra. We're simply going to pick up some things that are on the ground and then walk away.
Okay, well, I mean, if that sheet music is really that important to you, I mean, that's pretty much what we're doing. We're going for sheet music.
Well, and gems and gold and what other things?
I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about this, and I just don't want anything to happen to any of you.
Right. Well, the good news is, if anything were to happen to any of us, it would probably be to Olivia.
Why is that? Why would that
I just
happen to
figured
Olivia?
since if something were to go wrong with etherealness, she would probably be the cause of it. So that's why. Ransom quickly corrects himself.
Well, nothing would go wrong with etherealness because she's really skilled. So.
All right, well, if we're going to get it, we should get it. And then I don't know what we're going to do about Sheena. I mean, I worry for the poor girl.
Well, I mean, we can just go around a bit with the horses and I can see if I can locate her.
Okay, let's do that.
We did that all of yesterday, but all right.
You ride
Probably
around
won't.
with the horses for a little while and kind of check around with your additional 130 yards. 130 yards that the detect object will work. But I
Do we
think
see
you
any-
all get the impression very quickly that this is just being done to ease your conscience and that there's no real point and that you're definitely not going to find her this way. But you trot around for a little while with this spell and looking one more time, and after maybe half an hour, you've done a loop around the Oasis, and she's nowhere to be seen.
Do we run into anybody that might know where she is?
No. The only people anywhere nearby were the 4 people camped to the south of the Oasis, well, at the Oasis, but on the south side, and Bobby, who was on the north side.
Okay.
And they've left by now.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, then I guess we should head over to where that music might be.
Great, let's go.
If we do find the sheet music, I call dibs.
You mean we both share that music?
I call dibs. I mean, look, we're in the same band. Like, what difference does it make, right?
Then why are you calling dibs on it?
Because I called dibs.
Okay, brother.
Well, to be fair, however, I haven't really prepared to fight the Hydra today. Maybe we should just go for a scouting trip, you know?
Yeah, that's all we're doing anyway. We're not fighting this Hydra. We're just taking
getting
some.
the stuff.
Right,
Yeah, but
Olivia, you did prepare the spells I asked you to, right?
But I do have one etherealness.
You're not the boss of her. She can prepare whatever spell she wants.
That's fine. I just hope that with her preparation, you will feel a little bit more sad if she dies versus Lashina. I mean, I don't know how.
Nobody died, and nobody's going to die. So whatever, let's go. And Kellen just starts like.
I would
packing
hope
up.
that you aren't crushed by heartbreak if that were to happen, though.
It won't happen. So I don't know why you're being so weird.
We really should not, like, go all in on this today. I just realized that my spell selection is not the best for the occasion. It would be
Okay.
quite silly to go in without being prepared to face an actual Hydra.
Well, do we need to sleep again so that Jen can change her spells?
Well, we could go scout from super far away and, like, see the region.
Or can we just retcon that Jen actually did prepare the spells?
I mean, nothing has really happened. You cast one locate object. How could you not have spells?
Well, because I messaged the list to Neil.
Yeah, because this is 2nd edition, so you have to pick which spells you've memorized for the day ahead of time, which is difficult.
Olivia!
We probably should sleep on it some more.
We can give Lashina time to come back.
Yeah, let's spend a whole day looking for Lashina.
Well, I'll tell you what. We can hang around. Why don't you hand me this halberd that you supposedly found, and I'll get some practice with it.
Sure. I hand you the halberd.
Okay. So you weren't here when this happened. You were being possessed by the ghost of Elvis Presto at the time. So you don't really know what this is about. But this is I think you guys are going to have to come up with a name for it, but it's a halberd that kind of sort of doesn't exist. You can hold it and grab it, but it's translucent or transparent on all the rest of it. The axe head is translucent, the shaft is translucent, and when you swing it around, it like moves through walls and through the ground as you move it. It's an interesting sort of weapon. You'll have to play around to discover any other additional features of it.
Sure. Does it turn to not translucent?
When it is not being touched, looks like just a very well-made halberd.
I kind of puzzle through this. Have you found any applications other than stabbing someone and then letting go?
No.
Wow.
It's probably really good, though. It's magical. Magical things are usually good things.
Sure,
And
makes
quote
sense
me
to
on
me.
that.
Would
Like
my
our love.
would my specialization with like glaive kind of carry over to a halberd?
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay. Should I note any bonuses that it may or may not have, or do I not know?
I think we'll find that out in combat once you start using it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll with my normal glaive stuff then.
So you spend the day here in this desert. Ransom is practicing with his halberd. What are the rest of you guys doing while you're killing time? Are you all out searching for Lashina?
I'm practicing a Kuban.
Ooh.
Who are you
Okay.
practicing with? Are you practicing with me?
Yes.
Kellen is like trying to write a song, but Kes keeps bugging him, asking a Kuban. So he's like, yes, that's tree. Yes, we've heard you say tree. Okay. And then his song kind of gets influenced by that. And so he ends up kind of accidentally making like a children's song in a Kuban. A is for asking the questions again. B, and it's like, you know, a Kuban.
So is the handle translucent when I'm holding it also?
Yes,
or
it is.
But yet I can hold on to it.
But you can still hold on to it.
If I hit things with it, does it just go through things?
Seems to go right through them.
Okay, I plunge it into a little bit of the soft place of, this is a desert, right? I put it into the sand and then I let go. Put the
how deep do
handle
you
of
put it
it.
into the sand?
I'll put we do initial testing, so 3 inches in.
All right. It just kind of tips over and falls out, and the tip of it pops some sand up in the air, which flutters down around.
All right, I'll put it into a leaf that I tear through one of these trees, and then I'll let go once the leaf is in the spearhead.
The leaf splits open, and the spear just kind of points through it.
All right, I'll put it through a small rock.
It stabilizes inside of the rock and is now just jutting out.
So once I hold it, the rock is moving alongside it.
No, once you
Gotcha.
once you hold the halberd, it just slides right back out of the rock.
Okay.
But if you pick up the rock, then the halberd's sticking out of it.
Well, Olivia, since you're resting anyways, and since you probably have some curation magic, would you mind doing some live testing?
Let me hit you with this magic weapon.
What do you mean by live testing?
Well, as much as I would try to find something else to do it, and I would hate to cause you pain, I would just need to stab you with this somewhere non-lethal, obviously.
No.
Maybe your foot, perhaps? Or how about my own foot, and then you'll just heal me afterwards.
You really should just go find some evil random creature to fight with.
Right, but isn't this the point of a cleric?
Not to get hit.
Well, yeah, I'm volunteering myself. I'll just stab this right through my foot, and then we'll find out if it's painful.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
Gotta figure out if this actually has any combat properties. I
Sure.
won't die through a simple stab
Alright.
wound, I say as I stab the halberd into my
Go
foot,
for it.
and then I let go.
The moment it looks like it's about to penetrate into your foot, you feel a sharp pain as the halberd cuts you, even while in phantom form.
Ah, that's very useful. Now, if I could get some orisons, that would be excellent.
I give you 4 orisons.
Excellent. So the day draws on and on. About midday, though, something begins to make your hair stand on end. Like there's a lot of static in the air. You can almost hear the crackling around you. And the otherwise clear sky begins to darken with forming clouds.
I think about my spell, that is lightning storms, and I'm like, like, this seems like a bad thing, yet this seems like a great thing.
No rain begins to fall, but the clouds that begin to form grow dark and kind of stretch over the horizon. At this point, the hairs on your arm are actually standing
Maybe we
up.
should leave.
Does Kellen know anything about how lightning works?
Probably not, but in a lightning storm, you're used to the feeling of like your hairs standing on end during lightning storms.
Like, does he know how to make himself safe from lightning?
Yeah, take cover, stay away from really tall objects, find some shelter.
Babe, we need to take cover and probably cuddle really close.
Oh, now it's convenient. Sure.
Babe, I'm trying to make good. Come on.
Okay, let's go cuddle really close.
Okay.
our
I look for like because there's these rocks and stuff around. I look for like an indent in the rocks, like probably not a cave, but like a nice place to kind of be sheltered from the storm.
Sure. You can definitely find some sort of like indentation, sheltery thing. I think back here behind those trees, there's a bit of an overhang somewhere.
Yeah, and we just cuddle up right in there.
Yeah.
Before we leave, let me see the spells I had sent
Whoops.
mistakenly. Damn it. Where's the spells I sent you? I lost them. I wanna go see Ransom real quick. And I'm gonna cast a spell that I picked today, which is Imbue with Spell. So I will give him Cure Moderate Wounds.
Okay. So Ransom can now cast spells. He can cast Cure Moderate Wounds.
So as I'm like, so
What?
Ransom, I've been thinking about it, and I feel that you're ready to be taught the art of magic. And I actually happen to have a spell that is gonna grant you 1 spell. So I would like to give you Cure Moderate Wounds. So basically what that does is that every day I won't be able to cast it, but you're gonna be able to cast it. So that means in combat, if you're hurt, you can heal yourself. That seems convenient.
Great. Very useful. How much does this Cure Moderate Wound spell heal?
D10 plus 1.
Okay.
Pretty decent.
And you'll need to cast that on me at the beginning of the day? Is that right?
No, you're good to go until you cast it.
Oh, wow.
So it could be
How
5.
many can I store?
1, I think.
Ah.
I'm not sure, Neil. I didn't read it well enough. I think I can maybe give him even more, actually.
Ransom, you at least have 9 wisdom or willpower, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
That would have been sad.
Now the level of recipient spells imbued. I think it's the level of the recipient affects how many spells can be imbued. Let me double check the actual page instead of just the online thing. 277.
Yeah, it's not that clear.
Yeah.
Because
The
if I can
level-
give him more, maybe I'll give him more, actually.
You can give him 2 first and 1 second level spells.
Damn. So I give you 1 second level spell. Can give you 2 first. Well,
I don't suppose Ethereal is a second level spell.
no, it's not.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I could give you first level spells, but I don't know that if that will help. You're usually really good at hitting things.
Well, you know, I've noticed that you're extremely stingy with this Horizon spell, so maybe you should just grant me those.
Can I split Horizon, or do
Nope.
I have to?
You have to give him the whole thing.
I don't like that though, because I feel it's useful to have it.
Well, while you're pondering over what sort of spells to give this guy, and Kellen is begging you to come cuddle, Kess and Guy and Rhonda are meanwhile packing up camp and trying to take shelter from whatever rain might be coming. When on the other side of the water, you guys are on the north side, the upper side of the picture we're looking at. On the other side, there's a bit of a spark, and then a lightning bolt comes and strikes down.
I knew it.
But there's no discharge. It's just a bright flash of light. There's no sound that accompanies it. And when the lightning bolt is gone, standing before you is a well-dressed man. He's got a long black tie in a 3-piece suit, beautiful dark brown shoes, and in his hand he carries a violin. He starts looking around.
Wait, Kellen, you knew this would happen?
No, I knew that lightning would strike and it'd be dangerous, but I didn't know there'd be a dude.
I'm confused. He just
Ah.
appeared after the lightning disappeared?
Yes, in the spot where the lightning struck.
I cast Detect Evil.
So you start casting a spell immediately, while this person turns to the rest of the party and then gives like a half wave.
I kind of wave back a little bit. Like,
Okay.
kind of
As
confused.
I'm casting Detect Evil, I'm going like, hey! Playing it up as if I'm not casting.
Do I find him attractive?
Why don't you roll for me? This
is
guy,
it
I would
again?
consider this person is generally on the attractive side of things, so please roll me 3d4 plus 6, since you are already, we know you're interested in
Whoa.
humans. Despite this guy's apparent good looks, meh, whatever.
It
I
doesn't
find him
charm me.
so hot.
Holy cow. You find him like ridiculously hot.
Wow.
And then I immediately tell to everyone, this guy is super good looking, but be careful, he's evil. Straight up. Radiating.
Is he radiating evil? You detected that?
Yes. Trust me, I'm a freaking spellcaster too.
Neil,
He-
what did you say he was holding?
He's holding a violin.
Oh.
Let's get rid of this guy. We
Yeah,
should rid
and he
the
starts
world of...
walking across this
Uh-oh.
section of land until he's just at the edge of the water. He's
Pretend to be nice and cool, everybody.
Yeah, I kind of reach into my backpack nonchalantly and pull out my earplugs. I'm just gonna put them in my ears.
All right,
That's pretty
everyone
smart.
except
You
for
have
Ransom.
an extra pair.
I guess
I Go ahead.
I cast protection from evil.
All right, so
Take that, sucker.
right, so you're gonna start casting protection from evil as this guy's talking. You won't be able to respond without breaking this spell. So he starts talking to you guys across the way and says, "Why, howdy there, fellows! What an odd chance it would be to find you like this," he says in like a perfectly smooth accent.
Were you looking for us? Because I don't think we've ever met you before.
Yeah, I don't remember you.
I mean, like, there's a lot of fans that we like meet, and sometimes we forget. So sorry. Like,
sorry.
we try to remember everyone, but like, it's hard to remember faces. So like, thanks if you came to one of our shows or something.
Oh, well, I've poked in on a few of your shows, and I was hoping to find you here. Are you up for playing a song or two?
Oh, wait, what? How did you get here?
Oh, never mind that. I have many ways to travel. I know you're big players, and I know you've got a rivalry going with that Koibu's Chorus fellers. You think you're pretty good stuff, don't you?
I mean, ew, I hate Koibu's Chorus, but music is a sacred experience, and I don't play with just anybody.
Yeah, we play our shows together.
Plus, I just recently had an experience where my playing music communicated more commitment than I meant to, so I'm just like very wary of doing that again.
Well, I reckon I'm a better musician than the both of you put together.
Oh wow, he's trying to use intimidation to get us to play with him.
Oh, I'm
he's
just trying to get a friendly wager going. How about we make a bet?
Deal?
I'm just trying to like stand in front of Olivia
spell's
and hide
cast,
the
Olivia.
fact that she's casting this spell.
Yeah.
Your spell is done being cast now.
Yeah. By the way, for detect evil, it says if I have the possibility of detecting the general nature, expectant, malignant, gloating. And if evil is overwhelming, I have a 10% chance per level of detecting its general bent, lawful, neutral, or chaotic. Give me that info, Neo.
10% chance
What?
per level.
What is the violin made out of?
Hold on, let me answer Jen's questions.
Okay.
The violin seems to be made out of some brass or bronze or metallic substance. You guys aren't interested in a friendly wager? Come on.
I look at Olivia because I was just trying to distract while she did whatever it was she was doing. So I'm trying to take a cue from her.
Which type of wager?
Well, what do you want?
What do we want? That's a really deep question, sir.
I mean, yeah, that's like, it's like, so you just spend like your whole life answering that question. Like, what do I want? You know, like, I want a heart that sings with love for another. I want, you know, like the freedom to be myself. I want to express everything I see through music and be celebrated for my art. I mean, like, I could go on.
Sounds like you said you want to be famous for your music right there. That's something I can grant you.
I mean, I'm
World
already famous,
renown.
but no, I don't. I'm already famous. It's more like, you know, like self-expression. You know, it's like not about the fame, you know? It's
Well,
about
how
love.
about I grant you the very finest ocarina ever made, as well as the very finest hurdy-gurdy ever made by mortal hands.
Like the very finest? Like the very finest?
Very finest.
I look at Olivia and I'm like, you know, I really like instruments, babe.
You know which type of instruments I like?
Yeah. I like those too. And we just giggled. We get completely derailed.
What do you want?
Oh,
That's what
wait.
I find more interesting.
I'll take my earplugs off since I see them giggling.
Oh, something intangible. Just
That's
your
not very
souls.
Just our souls.
Doesn't seem
Why
like
am
you're
I
putting
not-
them to much good use anyway.
I thought we're doing pretty good with our music.
I mean, as much as I feel like this would move the plot forward, I just don't really feel like losing my soul is an option. So,
Well, that's a darn shame. Guess I'll go find a better band and challenge them. And after a short flash of lightning, which again leaves no sound and no blast and no feel to it, the skies begin to lighten slowly but surely.
No, my spell! I see the skies lighten. I'm like, damn,
And,
this guy's
the
aura was
figure is
really
gone.
cool. Oh, my lightning spell.
Hey, were you guys just talking to some sort of demon there?
A
I don't
big,
know,
bad,
probably.
strong, lawful, evil, handsome gentleman.
Hopefully you didn't. Well, I assume from him leaving that you didn't agree with anything. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's really weird. Like, I feel like he could have offered us really anything in the world, but at the same time, like, what do we really need? What can someone actually grant us that will, make
Other
us
than each
happier?
other,
Exactly.
we already have each other, so what more could we possibly need?
Exactly.
That's so
There's only
cute.
two things I really want right now.
What's
What do
that?
you want? That sheet music? You want that sheet music, don't you?
No, that's not on my top 2 list.
What's your top 2 list?
Well,
Hurdy-gurdy? Don't say a magical hurdy-gurdy.
no. I can't really say it to you guys.
Oh my gosh, is it a secret? Does it have to do with Kess? Are you so in love with her? Oh my gosh, spell.
Well, that is one of the two.
You shouldn't be
my
interrupting
God.
Teacher Ransom. He's got very important things to do. If he has secrets, they're for him alone.
Wow,
Says
Ransom. Rhonda has to jump to your defense from my questions that are too personal. He looks at Kellen, or Kellen looks at Kess like, wow.
She equally looks back the same and kind of looks over at Rhonda like, who is this?
Is there some sort of secret thing that Rhonda's aware of that we're not, Ransom?
Nope.
I am privy to no secrets. I just think you don't treat Martial Master of his capabilities with enough respect.
Yeah.
With you guys, it's all about the music all the time. Yet this man here saves our lives on a weekly basis. Doesn't get no respect for it.
Yeah, in fact, he sometimes gets stabbed in the back for it.
Stabbed in the back by, wait, what? I mean, like, I didn't know there was a problem. Is there a problem?
Yes, but it'll resolve itself, I think.
What's wrong, Ransom?
No answer.
All right, well, let's go get this sheet music. Or wait, we still have to sleep, huh?
That's fine. The rest of the day passes without incident. We'll go to break, and when we come back from break, you guys can go hunt down the Hydra or whatever. See you on the other side. Bye. Overlay. There we go. Goodbye.